Bananas grow on trees. It certainly looks like a tree. A tall trunk, huge leaves, clusters of bananas hanging overhead. So naturally, most people assume banana plants are trees, but botanically, they're not. Bananas actually grow on the world's largest herb. The trunk isn't wood at all. It's made of tightly packed leaf bases wrapped around each other. After producing fruit once, that stem dies and a new one grows from underground. That means bananas are much more closely related to grass and lilies than oak trees. So the next time someone says they climbed a banana tree, technically they climbed a giant herb. Cold weather makes you sick. Every winter, parents deliver the same warning. Put on your jacket or you'll catch a cold. While staying warm is certainly more comfortable, cold air itself doesn't cause illness. Viruses do. The common cold spreads through infected people, tiny droplets, and contaminated surfaces. So why do more people get sick in winter? Because people spend more time indoors together, where viruses spread more easily. Some viruses also survive longer in cooler, drier air. Cold weather may create better conditions for viruses, but standing outside without a coat won't magically create one. You can be freezing cold and perfectly healthy, or sitting in a warm room while catching a virus from someone nearby. Diamonds are extremely rare. For over a century, diamonds have been marketed as one of the rarest substances on Earth. That's part of what makes them so expensive. But the truth is far less glamorous. Natural diamonds are valuable. They're just not nearly as rare as many people think. Large diamond mines produce millions of carats every year. Companies have historically controlled supply to maintain high prices and the illusion of scarcity. Meanwhile, truly rare gemstones like alexandrite or certain high-quality opals can be much harder to find. Today, scientists can even grow laboratory diamonds that are chemically identical to natural ones. The sparkle is real. The rarity, not quite as much. Touching baby birds makes their parents reject them. This myth has stopped countless people from helping baby birds. The idea is that birds smell human scent and abandon their chicks forever. Fortunately, that's mostly fiction. Most birds have a poor sense of smell. They identify their young primarily through sight and sound. If you carefully return a healthy baby bird to its nest, the parents usually continue caring for it as if nothing happened. The real danger is disturbing the nest unnecessarily. So if a chick truly needs help, your scent probably isn't the problem. The five senses are all humans have: sight, hearing, taste, smell, touch. That's what everyone learns in elementary school, but scientists have identified many more. Your body constantly senses balance through the inner ear. It detects body position without looking. It measures temperature, pain, pressure, even the level of carbon dioxide in your blood. Close your eyes and touch your nose. You didn't need vision to do it. That's thanks to proprioception, your body's awareness of where every limb is located. Humans don't just have five senses. We have an entire network of them working together every second. Sharks can smell one drop of blood from miles away. This one sounds terrifying. A tiny cut on your finger. One drop of blood. Instantly, every shark in the ocean starts swimming toward you. Reality is much less dramatic. Sharks do have an incredible sense of smell. Some species can detect extremely tiny concentrations of chemicals in water. But the famous one drop of blood in the ocean claim is wildly exaggerated. Ocean currents quickly dilute blood. Sharks also rely on hearing, vision, vibration, and electrical signals. And blood alone doesn't automatically trigger an attack. Otherwise, every injured fish would attract every shark nearby. Their senses are impressive, just not supernatural. Eating at night automatically makes you gain weight. Many diets insist that eating after 8 p.m. is terrible, as if your body suddenly changes the rules when the clock strikes 8. But biology doesn't work that way. Weight gain mostly comes down to total calories consumed compared with calories burned. Late-night snacks often get blamed because people tend to eat extra desserts, chips, or fast food while watching television. It's the extra calories, not the time, that matter most. If your daily nutrition stays balanced, eating dinner later isn't automatically harmful. Your body doesn't own a wristwatch. Ostriches bury their heads in the sand. It's one of the oldest animal myths around. Cartoons love it. Comedy sketches love it. But real ostriches never hide by sticking their heads underground. When frightened, they usually run. And they can run incredibly fast. Sometimes they lower their heads close to the ground while turning eggs or checking nests. From far away, this can create the illusion that the head disappeared into the sand. A misunderstanding eventually became common knowledge. Poor ostriches have been unfairly mocked ever since. Glass is actually a slow-flowing liquid. Old windows are often thicker at the bottom. People assumed the glass slowly flowed downward over hundreds of years. It sounds convincing, except it's wrong. Glass is an amorphous solid. Its atoms aren't arranged like those in crystals, but it still behaves as a solid. The uneven thickness in old windows happened because centuries-old manufacturing methods weren't very precise. Builders simply installed the heavier side at the bottom for stability. If glass really flowed noticeably over time, modern skyscrapers would have some very strange windows. Fortunately, physics says otherwise. Alcohol warms your body. After taking a sip of whiskey on a cold night, many people feel warmer almost instantly. But that's actually part of the problem. Alcohol widens blood vessels near the skin. More warm blood reaches the surface of your body. You feel warmer. At the same time, your body loses heat faster to the surrounding air. Your core temperature actually drops. That's why alcohol can increase the risk of hypothermia in freezing conditions. It creates the illusion of warmth while quietly doing the opposite. Earth is closest to the sun. During summer, it seems obvious. Summer is hot. Winter is cold. Surely that's because Earth moves closer and farther from the sun. Surprisingly, Earth is actually closest to the sun in early January. So why is July hotter in the northern hemisphere? Because Earth's axis is tilted. During summer, sunlight strikes the northern hemisphere more directly and for longer hours each day. The tilt, not distance, is responsible for the seasons. If distance mattered most, both hemispheres would experience summer at exactly the same time. Clearly, they don't. Black holes suck everything like giant vacuum cleaners. Science fiction often portrays black holes as cosmic monsters that swallow entire galaxies. Reality is more interesting. A black hole has gravity just like any other object with the same mass. If our sun magically became a black hole while keeping the same mass, Earth would continue orbiting almost exactly as it does now. The difference would simply be there'd be no sunlight. Objects only fall into black holes if they get close enough. From a safe distance, gravity behaves normally. They're dangerous neighbors, not universal vacuum cleaners. Coffee dehydrates you. Coffee has been accused of drying people out for decades. Yes, caffeine has a mild diuretic effect. It may cause you to urinate slightly more, but coffee itself is mostly water. For regular coffee drinkers, the fluid you consume easily outweighs the small increase in urine production. Studies consistently show that moderate coffee consumption contributes to daily hydration. So your morning cup isn't secretly canceling itself out. It's still helping provide fluids. Meteors become hot because space is hot. People often picture space as a place filled with blazing heat. In reality, space is incredibly cold. So why do meteors become fiery streaks across the sky? Not because of the temperature of space. They heat up due to tremendous friction and compression of air as they slam into Earth's atmosphere at incredible speeds. The air in front of the meteor gets compressed so rapidly that temperatures skyrocket. The result is the brilliant glowing trail we see. The fire starts only after the meteor reaches our atmosphere, not while drifting through space. Einstein failed math. This story appears everywhere. It's often used to inspire struggling students. If Einstein failed math, you can succeed too. The problem? He never failed mathematics. As a child, Albert Einstein mastered advanced math well beyond his grade level. Some confusion came from differences between grading systems and later misunderstandings repeated online. Did Einstein struggle in some school subjects? Occasionally. Did he fail basic math? No. In fact, he once joked that he had mastered calculus before many students even encountered algebra. It's amazing how easily a simple story can spread. Once enough people repeat something, it starts to sound like common sense, even when there's little evidence behind it. The best way to avoid being fooled isn't to memorize more facts. It's to stay curious, ask questions, and be willing to change your mind when new evidence appears. Because sometimes the biggest myth of all is believing we already know everything. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.